and we're going to start our rootstocks. And okay, she just now telling me we're live. So, hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of Aquaponics on the Budget. So glad y'all can make it. And today we are going to go over some of my favorite tomatoes, and we're going to go through with y'all on starting the seeds, even for the grafting. So we have right here supernatural rootstock, and these are actually $11 a packet, so that's crazy. But you know, you got to do what you got to do. So we're gonna start rootstock. We're gonna start our favorite tomatoes, our seeds we saved. These are pineapple tomatoes. Woo, man, they're good. As this is not all of them. This is just a few that I'm going to start now to go ahead and give me a jump start into you know, the planting season, the grafting season. So my grafted tomatoes be ready by the end of March, you know, to go on. But you see how I just filled this up with dirt. This is the first step. I just filled this up with dirt. We got aquaponics running underneath, so you gotta ignore the noise. But I just filled it up with dirt, just leveled it off, and just kind of went like that. So, but then I'm gonna take a duplicate to that and just kind of mash down on it to give me a little indentation like these, like this little indentation here that we have. And look, we have places to plant our seeds. I didn't do it very well. I was too nervous about pressing on the on the aquaponics, so we got to press them down there, give us a little indentation, make it good, right? Now, see, there we go. And yeah, this is dirt I built, so I might have to come back, but it'll be real easy. All right, now, first thing, let's talk about rootstock. Now, the only organic rootstock is the supernatural rootstock that is disease resistant. It's disease resistant to 5 different kinds of wilt. It'll increase vigor and yields. I'm reading off what they say, cold and hot tolerance. So hey, there you go. What you're doing is when the rootstock grows up a little bit, you're cutting it off below the bottom leaves. So you don't want any of this plant except the rootstock. That's why I say the rootstock. So after we get the rootstock, you know, well, we're going to plant these at the same time, but we want the plants to be the same size, same diameter. And the rootstock grows really quickly, but the seedlings, they all grow about the same. And we will go through this together about every step of these seeds. I'm just mashing in a little bit bigger holes so that we can plant these seeds good. And I got some popsicle sticks ready to mark them. Of course, with the rootstock, you know, make sure they have good places to reach down and grab stuff. So anyway, now in these, there are only 20 seeds in here. For $11.99, you're going to get 20 seeds. So that's not good. But so we got to make sure we handle these with care. There's still one in there. That's what you get right there. 20 seeds for $11.99. That's crazy, isn't it? So normally I would put 2 in each one, but I'm not going to do that. And actually, I'm not going to plant these on the outside edges because the outside edges, they always dry out. So I'm going to start at this one corner one right here, and I'm going to go around, you know, to just to make a corner. And I'm going to leave these other pieces of dirt just to help hold in moisture. And y'all can just sit there for a minute and watch me plant seeds as I talked a little bit. Now, what's the importance of grafting? Have you ever you read the package of a tomato plant and it says it gets 2-pound tomatoes? But funny thing is, you've never got 2-pound tomatoes off there, have you? It's because in the perfect growing conditions, you will get that thing. No disease, no pest, no heavy sun, no heavy rain, everything perfect. You will produce that perfect conditions for growing that tomato. So that's just not going to happen. But you graft a tomato, you're kind of stacking the deck in your favor. You're making sure that it gets all the water it needs. It's making sure it's disease resistant, and it helps with the pests. So you'll see how I'm doing that. I'm leaving this entire row out there just so I lost where I was. I think I'm right there. Just so that it'll help moisture, keep these moist, and the dirt won't wash out when I'm watering these. It said 20 seeds, and I actually got 21, so that's pretty awesome. That's not all we're doing. We're going to go ahead and plant another pack in there, and we might even plant a third pack in there just to, because grafted tomatoes is I really prefer to grow grafted tomatoes over anything. So I'm just going to sit there and continue talking to y'all as I go along. But anyway, a tomato, you know, if it grows too perfectly, it won't produce fruit because it produces fruit because it's scared that it won't be able to survive whatever conditions there are. Now, when you cut this tomato off in half, I mean, that's when we get to that part. That's always the hardest part because you got this healthy little live perking up tomato plant, and you're just going to cut it right in half. And cut both of them. I mean, all the regular ones and all the other ones. Now, normally I would put 2 seeds in each one of these, but at $11.99 a 20, I'm not going to do that. And look at that. That one we got 20 exactly. So, but actually, no, I got another pack in here, which I'll plant those later. But I want to go over a little bit about the tomatoes that I enjoy to grow and the reasons why I like to grow each tomato. The pineapple tomato, these are just seeds I saved and put away. Pineapple tomato is purely for flavor. I mean, it really fits its name. It's an awesome tomato. It's kind of a yellowish red color. It's really awesome. So I'm gonna lay these out, and I got a pen right here that I'm gonna write on these popsicle sticks and what they are. So I'm gonna write pineapple tomato on here so we can, if they don't produce, I can replant them to make sure I get some of that. So I just wrote pineapple on there. But I'm not going to plant on this first row again because they broke right there for one reason. But I will plant on the outside here so that because I grow a lot of tomatoes. So we're going to put those pineapples there. Go into another one. Green zebra. Green zebra. You might wonder why you want to grow a green tomato. Do you like fried green tomatoes? There you go. We like fried green tomatoes, and these are never turn color. Now I did a taste test. I grew yellow better boys, red park swappers, and yellow pears, green zebras, pink accordions, generous. I grew all those and I put them into a salad, and I asked people if what they thought of each one of those tomatoes, if they could tell a difference. And with a little Italian dressing, they couldn't tell a difference, and they enjoyed every one of them. And green zebra was a big hit. So we're going to write on here real quick, green zebra. So these are very good tomatoes. we'll just write green on there. Go for green living. So we're gonna put that there. So we'll go. And now I'm only gonna plant 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 of each kind, because it's just, you know, 2 families here now. It's a full spectrum survival family and our family, so we only need 8 plants of each kind. Black crimson. I'm gonna plant some black crimson, and I grabbed the wrong popsicle sticks. These are and in sight words, I'm in trouble. So black crims in there, and I'm gonna put these just in order. Now the pink accordion right here, it's just a large pink tomato, low acid. It's something you want to put into something that already has acid into it, you know, so you don't want to increase your acid, you know, into your whatever you're cooking or whatever you're eating. So it's a low acid tomato. They get really big, really flavorful, really nice with no acid, you know. So we're gonna put the pink. Accordion. Pink accordion. And I'm not gonna make y'all suffer through watching me plant all these. I'm just talking about each one. Now yellow pear. Yellow pear, me and Anna love the yellow pear. We cannot leave them alone. We are always, you know, as soon as they're about ready, we're popping them off the vine and eating them real easy. They're shaped like a pear shape, no acid again. You know, people say, can you tell the difference? I mean, it's a tomato, and it's a ripe tomato, and it tastes really good. So I'm not trying to look, oh, that one doesn't burn my lips or anything like that. I'm making the flavor explodes in your mouth. Now the yellow pear, I'm just slipping these in there. Yellow pear is a tomato I will not graft because they do so well anyway, but we're going to put them in there just in case. Now the hillbilly. The hillbilly is a nice large tomato, a large tomato, grafted tomato. You're going to get 2.5 pound tomatoes out of it, and you know that's. I'm always after a nice size tomato. You know, the bread size, and with grafting, you're going to get these full size tomatoes, whereas you wouldn't. Now, as far as tasting good tomato, acid included, Cherokee Purple is won the taste test for, you know, for I think like 6 years at the United States tomato tasting. So they're good tasting tomato. They're a nice big tomato. They're shaped like a brandywine, and they got the little ridges and stuff like that. But as far as an excellent tasting tomato, it is excellent. And I suggest to everybody to grow your Cherokee Purple. And actually couldn't find all my seeds because I've been running around here working like crazy. Now yellow brandywine. Now that is the biggest tomato I have ever grown. I grew a 2-pound, 11-ounce tomato with yellow brandywine, and that's the biggest tomato I ever grown. So I know everybody else has grown bigger, but I like to grow the yellow brandywine just because the huge tomatoes that you get there, and they're excellent tomatoes. Low acid, no acid actually, you know, low acid. So, and these are all that we've seen so far are heirloom tomatoes. They are true to seed. So with the grafts, we're going to get true to seeds. Now, I'm going to save the Ace tomatoes till last to talk about those. Now, uh, the has anybody ever seen the bell pepper tomatoes? I mean, they're hollow on the inside. Great for stuffing. Uh, you know, if you make a tuna salad, chicken salad, or something, you stuff one of these tomatoes full, and it looks like a bell pepper, and you slice it open, and the inside looks like a bell pepper, but uh, actually quite excellent to. They taste just like a tomato. Instead of adding tomato to your chicken salad, just grow some mini bells, which they're hollow on the inside, and just stuff them. And them I don't graft either. So any of the cherry tomatoes or the smaller tomatoes, I do not graft those. Now, great whites. Great white tomatoes are a large tomato also, but they are white and they don't change color. They stay white. They ripen up right. They ripen up white, which is quite excellent, and they have a wonderful flavor. No acid, no acid. So if anybody has problem with tomatoes, uh, grow these yellows and the pinks that I've been showing you. But there's nothing like making a tomato salad with green zebras, white, yellow pears, great whites, hillbillies, pineapples, all these rainbow colors coming into your tomato salad. It just sight makes things taste better. I know it sounds crazy, but in my cooking experience, that's exactly what it is. Plate presentation is as good as smell and taste. I mean, it's got to taste good. All right. Now, Ace tomatoes. Uh, they are an heirloom, and we're actually gonna fill up the rest of this tray with Ace tomatoes. These are my filler tomatoes. These are my drying tomatoes that I dry. These are the tomatoes that I can. I mean, I'll can some of the extras of these, but mostly they're for eating. But for the Ace tomato, somebody honking out there, I don't even know. For the Ace tomato, Heinz ketchup uses it. It's a nice tomato, and they really produce like crazy. I mean, just they produce and produce and produce and produce, and when you graft them, you can't stop them producing just about. So we're gonna put Ace on there, and that'll fill up, and I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of them at it'd be 40 Ace tomatoes. So that's pretty good for here. Everybody knows that me and Krista did the test to see how many tomato plants it takes for a family of 3 to get through an entire year. That's with tomato sauces, that's with eating tomatoes, that's with canning tomatoes, your drying tomatoes, everything that you tomato paste, your ketchup, everything you would need for growing tomatoes. And that's actually 40 tomato plants. If you got a family of 3, you're going to need 40 tomato plants. Some of them are going to fail, and you can't let more than 3% fail, or you're not going to have enough tomatoes to make it through the entire year. Because if you think about it, if you're like us, we cook with tomatoes, 4 or 5 times a week at least. Put it over top of chicken, make salsa. That's my favorite. Ace tomato, salsa tomatoes. You're gonna cook with every part of everything you do with tomatoes. You can come out with the Ace tomatoes. Now, looks and taste and flavor. All these are all they have their different flavors, and I consider myself a tomato connoisseur, and I really enjoy. I don't know what's going on, but school bus coming by. I don't know, but I have plenty of those seeds, as you can see. I went ahead and bought a bulk of the Ace tomato seeds, and I understand why that Heinz 57 would grow these tomatoes. Now these seeds, they're not the grafted seeds. So I'm going to put 2 in every one. And I'm losing my voice a little bit, sorry. It's not because sickness or allergies or anything like that. It's just from talking. So I'm trying to broadcast my voice, and oops, that one got 4 or 5. Now these, like I said, these are not all that I grow. I grow Park's Whoppers. We grew a Park's Whopper that hybridized itself and with a string tomato. String tomatoes is like tomato, down as the blooms. It hybridizes itself to a string tomato. So now I grow it every year, and it has huge tomatoes. You know, maybe 10-ounce tomatoes, 10-ounce tomatoes, 2 of them pairs, all the way down this thing, this long thing. You could see some of my older videos to see where I grow those and how well they do. You know, I don't even know if it's a particular tomato plant or anything. I got way too many. Enough to get them back in there. So sorry, y'all. Or if it is hybridized in my tomato forest, which, you know, I hope it did. So, and it's just I take particular care of those tomatoes because they literally might be a new tomato breed, and I grow them separately so that they're not mixed up, and I can keep them true to seed. And well, at least the ones I'm collecting seeds. So, like I said, I have plenty of those seeds left over. So that's all our ace. All right, then we got the great whites right here. Some of these I need to reorder. I know I got some orders coming from seedsnow.com, and I'm really excited about that. It's kind of a gift box. I mean, you pay for it, but you don't know what you're getting, but you get all these different kind of seeds coming in, and you know, for 3 months, and it's not that expensive. It's just, you know, 3 months you can get this big box of seeds that come in, and which is pretty awesome, you know. Mini bells. I'm really looking forward to that. Just excited to see what all comes because you know, we put on there aquaponics, and I'd like to see what everybody else. You see how tiny those seeds are? I hope y'all can see those. This is the mini bells. Now we do save a lot of seeds, and that's what I could not find was our saved seeds. All I could find was the pineapple, which I'm glad to have found the pineapple. And when I get 4 or 5 in one, oh well, you know what I do when they get big enough, I'll separate them. Tomato plants with the little hairs on them. Just wait till the tomato plant is tall enough that you can see the little hairs, and then you can separate them. And it don't matter if you get, you know, just like one root hanging off them, and yep, yellow brandywine. Because them other roots, the little hairs will turn into roots. So, and these are large seeds. You can see how large these. Oh, y'all got flushed. Y'all got flushed. The aquaponics is flushing. Other channels you get cuckoo. This channel you get flushed. And it is a beautiful day today. It's 70 degrees out here today. Uh, we just had a wonderful working day today. Just spending out there. I know y'all can probably tell that I've been out working all day, and I almost worked right past our live stream, and y'all wouldn't have. Y'all might have been upset at me then. So, what happened to your live stream? All right, there you go. Now, these are the purple Cherokee. Now, I'm kind of low on these seeds. I know I put some up last year, but like I said, I could not find them at the spur of the moment. So I'm only going to put whatever I got in here. Just like that. So just make sure there's at least one in each one. Hillbilly. You're going to love the hillbilly. And the generous. Now, I haven't brought out the generous yet. That's a plant I don't graft either, the generous. But exactly, it fits its name. It is generous with these little flat tomatoes. They're about this big around, and they're about that big. Perfect for sandwiches. Excellent flavor. And when the name fits, because generous, because it is generous with its tomatoes. It is not stingy at all with the tomatoes. Probably, everybody knows that, you get with a non-grafted tomato plant, you could have, 30 tomatoes on there at once. Generous, 50 to 100 at once. The early girl the tomato seeds that I grow, I don't have any of those out here either. I need to find them. All my other seeds, I need to find them. But the early girl I grew had 109 tomatoes on one plant. 109 ripening up tomatoes on one plant. And so, of course, I saved all the seeds that I could off that plant. And that's the early girl that I grow from now on. I mean, it's just, I look for traits, like that. Like the Parks Whopper that has the string of 10-ounce tomatoes hanging down, 2.5, 3 feet long of string of tomatoes everywhere on the plant. So that quality is something that I'm looking for in. These are tiny seeds. I wonder if any trolls got me today. Trolls messing with, trolls don't bother me, because they really don't. They don't hurt my feelings. They don't bother me. I've never done nothing that I'm ashamed of online. Pink accordion. I'll show you all the picture of that. That's why they call them the accordion, because they look like an accordion. They really do look like that when they come out. Oh, I'm gonna have a couple come over there. This is one of my favorites to graft to the potato because they grow really big tomatoes on top of the potatoes. So they're just growing really huge tomatoes. On top of that, everybody goes, "Whoa, look at that big old tomato," because I take them around and show them to everybody. Some of these I'm going to have to save the seeds on them or repurchase. Black crimson. Black crimson is everybody's real familiar with that right now. Black crimson, it's a black tomato comes out, real kind of a sweet acidy flavor to it. Really good in salad. Complements anything as a side dish. So and they look really cool being a black tomato on your plate. One of my favorites, green zebras. Green zebras. Now this is, I promise y'all will enjoy these green zebras. Especially serving them to somebody, you'd be like, can I get a ripe tomato maybe? And then they taste them, oh, this is ripe, and it tastes like a regular tomato, but it's green. But then when you want a fried green tomato, there you go. You just take one of these. Oops, got like 5 seeds in that one. I'll be splitting it up, and I'll probably give away all the extra tomatoes that we don't decide to plant. But I'm probably going to grow, to get to a year, you normally grow 40, right? Well, I'm probably going to grow maybe 100 to 150 tomato plants this year. Last year, we had trouble with our tomato plants and the outside tomato plants. In here, they grew wonderful. And, you know, actually, I have some right behind y'all that are still producing tomatoes. They're suffering because of the cold, but they still got like 4 or 5 tomatoes, little tomatoes on there, about the size of a ping pong ball tomato, ripening it up because of the cool temperature. So you might be wondering why I'm starting this early, because you need to start this early. You need to be starting your tomato seeds inside, grow them up to a decent size, because here we can put ours out at the end of March. And at the end of March, we're putting out our tomatoes. And in the greenhouse, that's when we put them in here too. Of course, I'm going to try to have a tomato forest and moringa tree forest and banana tree forest this year. So, all right, these 2 are finished. I'm going to have to save some more. I have some tomato, some of those seeds saved up somewhere. Just not really sure where exactly they are. And look at there. Another $11 pack of supernatural rootstock. So I'm gonna have to go through these, but I always put my seeds up immediately after I use them because you know, I don't want to walk around get caught up in another project and then like, oh no, I left my seeds out and they got hot or they got cool or they got rained on or anything, because seeds literally, I mean, these seeds are just so, I left off right there. So there's no more in there. I needed my eyes for this. So everybody knows how seed planting. I don't mind. It goes quick. Oh, no, can't do that. Can we get to it? No, it's in there. Oh, put 2 in that one. Bummer. Take your time. Think about what you're doing. So how's everybody's week been? We went out to the site of the event yesterday, and we were doing a quick survey of where each event's going to be and who's hosting each event. And we really went through all the details of it so that we can get the website up and going. And get all that information out to y'all. So this tray right here, with 60 seeds, is 30, close to $35, including shipping. So then a little bit of seeds, $35. But you ask, wow, that's $35, you know, and especially if you're going to cut them in half and to use them for, you know, whatever else. You know, cutting them in half and then grafting a tomato plant on it. And there's a chance you could lose that tomato plant. It takes practice. But the production that you get out of this is well worth it. And some of these I will let them grow and reproduce the seeds. I actually have some of the seeds somewhere, but I just have to check one of my other containers. They're probably in the root cellar or somewhere else. I'm not sure, but I will track them down. But I guess that's it, guys. I hope y'all enjoyed the show, and I hope I didn't talk. Look at a little worm. He's going, hey, a little worm in there. I'm going to put him in the aquaponics. He's on the aquaponics. And a little worm's like, hey, what's this dirt moving around here for? But he'll do fine in aquaponics. So there's enough oxygen in there, even with the water flowing in there, that they love and thrive in the aquaponics. They eat the organic material in the aquaponics. And that's probably what I need to do next week's show on is actually vermiculture. It's the worms living in your aquaponics and why you want them in there. So we got a topic for next week, guys. So next week, y'all tune in. It's going to be on vermiculture in the aquaponics. You know, the worms in the aquaponics, why we need them, you know, how they help, you know, are they beneficial, will they live in the water, and all that kind of stuff. And we're going to try to get up the website for the event so that everybody can come and join us for the event. So y'all tune in next time on Aquaponics on the Budget. Hey, guys.